Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So, y'all, here we go with another one. And just like I said with Diddy, I'm not surprised by any of them, y'all. How many? It's been years that we've been hearing about people in the industry with power, with the type of power that Diddy and Irv Gotti and Harvey Weinstein and all of them, the type of power that they have, that they can do whatever it is they want to do and get whatever it is they want to get, regardless if the other parties are willing or not. Now I don't know too much of the situation. I don't hear now, like Diddy. I've been hearing things all throughout Diddy's career, pretty much, y'all. For 30 years, I've been hearing this same stuff about this man. So it definitely wasn't surprising at all. Uh, with the allegations and things going on with him. And with Irv Gotti, I didn't hear a lot about Irv Gotti throughout his career like I did with Diddy. One thing that creeped me out with Irv Gotti was this whole Ashanti thing. And I don't know if y'all saw, well, even if you didn't see that documentary, that Murder Inc. documentary, a lot of people, it was so cringe that a lot of people were talking about Irv Gotti, how he was talking about Ashanti. I don't think people even knew about Ashanti and Irv Gotti having that type of relationship back in the day. I don't, I didn't know, but if y'all seen a few of my videos, y'all know that I never stayed in these people's business like talking about. So a lot of things probably went past me, but I don't really recall hearing. And I am a fan of Ashanti, and I was a fan of Murder Inc. when they had their thing going on, but I didn't know about Irv Gotti and Ashanti. I didn't know that at all. But when that Murder Inc. documentary that came out, what was that, about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, or whatever? He was talking so much about Ashanti that even Judge Mathis had to, Judge Mathis said something and told Ashanti that she needed to put a gag order on him because he was talking too much. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. And that's what Judge Mathis was saying. So that's why I say, a lot of them, and we knew that Ashanti was young too. We know that Ashanti, what I think is a 10-year age difference with them. So we knew when Ashanti was really young when she started with Murder Inc. So yeah, I just don't. They're all cringe. They're all cringe. All of these, these record producers, movie directors. Oh, they're all cringe, y'all, because it's all the same stories with all of them. It's the same stories with all of them. Some of them haven't been caught yet. 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 And I say yet because Diddy been doing what he been doing for 30 years, but now he's finally about to be taken down. Irv Gotti obviously been doing whatever he been doing for however long he's been doing it. But now it seems like all of that's come to surface. So we'll see how this works. I don't think that he's as much as a creep as Diddy. But again, I don't know. We've heard, like I said, we've heard, been hearing for years about about Diddy's doings. But Irv Gotti, I haven't heard too much about Irv Gotti. But again, y'all, just like I said, this is not surprising. I don't care if I never heard anything about him at all. It's just not surprising. Just like I said, because of his position, it's not surprising because they do what they want to do and they've been doing it. So but anyway, y'all, let me read this article now. This is from last week. I saw it last week when it was out here, y'all, but uh just didn't say anything about it until today. But I knew I wanted to add my 2 cents to this, y'all. So let me read this article right here because something new came out since then. So I'm going to read this right here, y'all, to kind of catch up to what's going on now in case some people haven't heard about this yet or know too much about what's going on. So anyway, y'all, this article says hip hop producer Irv Gotti sued for alleged essay in Miami. A woman alleges that Irv Gotti essayed and abused her in St. Martin, Miami, and Atlanta. Oh, hold on. I think I need to read this article because I'm kind of confusing myself because she said that he essayed and abused her in three places. So was she dating? Oh, y'all. Oh, hold on, y'all. Let me read this article because I'm confusing myself because I'm looking like, so if he was doing this, did you go back multiple times and allowed him to keep doing it? Y'all, let me read this article because I don't know what's going on, y'all. Okay, so it says Irv Gotti, the music producer who co-founded Murder Inc. Records, the famous hip hop label home to stars Ja Rule and Ashanti, has been accused of rep. In a lawsuit filed in Miami-Dade on July 11, a woman identified only as Jane Doe accuses 54-year-old Gotti, born Irvin Domingo Lorenzo, of essaying and abusing her on several occasions from 2020 to 2022 in St. Martin, Miami, and Atlanta. The suit seeks a trial by jury. So how is somebody essaying and abusing you for 2 years? I don't like. Did he hold her hostage or something? But he doesn't have those type of charges. So y'all, let me finish reading this article because before I get back to this article, y'all, that last one, the girl, I forgot her name, but I think I did make a video about it. But the last lawsuit, the girl who's suing Diddy, I had to say when I made that video because she also claimed that these things happened to her multiple times. And why were you go I just don't get, like, say for instance, if I go to a party and I don't like what's going on at this party, and if somebody approached me and asked me to do things, anything that I was uncomfortable with, I wouldn't have went back to the party next week or next month or whenever the party. I wouldn't have went back to the party if I felt uncomfortable. But then you also have to know that money is being involved, especially when you're dealing with people like Diddy, and his financial status. You know that if you go to any one of his parties to perform, you know you're gonna come out of there, with your pockets fat. You know what I'm saying? You know you're going to be paid well, is what I'm assuming. I don't know for a fact, but Diddy and his money and his friends and all of that. I'm sure if you go stripping or doing whatever at a Diddy party, you're gonna come out and like I say, you're gonna come out with your pockets fat. So maybe that was the issue with that girl, why she kept on going back. But I'm not gonna keep on. I don't care if how fat my pockets are going to be when I leave up out that party. I'm not going to keep going attending a party where I'm being essayed and ripped and just all type of abuse and mistreatment and all of that. I'm not going back. So I don't know. Like I said with that video, I don't want to sound like I'm victim shaming, and I don't want to either with this girl with the Irv Gotti thing. But 2 years, 2 years. But anywho, y'all, let me get back to this. Let me get back to this article. So it says, as a result of this essay relationship, plaintiff has suffered severe emotional and psychological harm, for which she had to be committed to a y'all. I hold up. I can't talk, y'all. Psychiatric. Why I can't say that? Psychiatric ward. Committed to a psychiatric. Y'all see what I'm saying, right? Y'all, why I can't pronounce that word right now? Psychiatric. Y'all. Anywho, the lawsuit attached at the bottom of the story reads: These injuries continue and affect plaintiff to this day. The woman alleges that she and Gotti met through a mutual friend at a poker tournament in the summer of 2020, and Gotti invited her on a vacation to St. Martin afterward. But upon arriving on a Caribbean island, Gotti allegedly coerced, y'all, I can't talk, y'all. Gotti allegedly coerced her into having sex with him, threatening to send her home if she didn't. Y'all. Due to his power and influence in the music world, she complied. The suit states, see what I'm saying, y'all? You see what she said right here? Due to his power and influence in the music world, she complied. But you didn't have to though. And then if she went with that, okay, that was one trip. That was the first time. That was one trip. So you came home from that trip and this man did all of this to you on this trip and you say you want to go, his power and his influence in the music world. Oh, y'all. Okay, so anywho, following the St. Martin trip, the woman and Gotti began dating, according to the lawsuit. The suit claims that during their 2 year relationship, she suffered constant abuse at the hands of the rap mogul who demanded she perform unwanted sexual acts and berated her. For instance, when Gotti flew the woman to Miami in January 2022 and they stayed at the Four Seasons Hotel, he forced her to perform oral sex on him in the elevator, according to the lawsuit. That summer, when he flew out to Atlanta, he allegedly forced her to perform oral sex on him in an Uber. Following this event, the relationship ended, the lawsuit reads. The lawsuit also alleges that Gotti has slandered the woman who his vast social network in and around Los Angeles, leaving her fearful to leave home. He currently boasts 1 million followers on Instagram. As of Monday afternoon, an attorney wasn't listed on behalf of Gotti for the case. New Times was unable to reach the producer for comment. In 1997, the Queens native co founded Murder Inc. with his brother based on a short lived supergroup of Jay Z, DMX, and Ja Rule. The label was launched under the Def Jam recording umbrella and released records by Ashanti, Ja Rule, and Vanessa Carlton. Okay. All right. Its reputation took a hit after Gotti and his brother was accused of using the label to launder drug money. They were both ultimately acquitted of criminal charges. Gotti appears to have most recently pivoted to television and film. In 2017, he created the BET anthology series Tales, and in 2022, he released a six-part docu-series called The Murder Inc. Story. Okay, so all right, this is the end of the article, y'all, and this is the court order, but we ain't reading all of that, y'all. I'll well, I might take some I might do some screenshots, y'all, and put it up just in case y'all want to see it. But anywho, y'all, so like I said, y'all, this was from last week when this happened. This article is from July 16th. So I just saw today that TMZ posted that he is countersuing. It says Irv Gotti, and this is well, I'm still late, y'all, so I don't know how that's turning out. Let me see if I can find something, but this is from the 18th, and it says Irv Gotti's sexual assault suit is pure extortion. Expect a countersuit, and we, just like I say, I mean, he's talking about expect a countersuit and it's extortion and she's lying and yada yada and blah blah blah. And we saw the same thing with Diddy again. Like, Cassie, for instance, he claimed when Cassie filed that lawsuit, oh, she was lying and she just wanted money and this, that, and the other. And then a few months later, we see, a video was released of him beating her, and the video cooperated with some of the stuff that Cassie said in the lawsuit, so we knew, that she wasn't lying. But I think that a lot of us, I think in that case, I think a lot of us kind of, a lot. Well, I know I did. I didn't think that she was lying. When she came out with it, I didn't think that she was lying. I kind of thought that it was going to be something that was going to be thrown under the table, just like a whole lot of stuff with Diddy and a whole lot of stuff with these powerful people. You hear things, lawsuit or whatever. You hear things, and then you don't hear them anymore, and it's kind of like swept up under the rug, and they're still running around living their lives like like nothing ever happened. So just Irv Gotti saying this, it doesn't it doesn't mean anything to me, because you can say that she's trying to extort you, or you can say whatever, but I don't believe them. I don't believe any of them. But also in this case right here, y'all, I can't, like I said, y'all, I don't want to sound like I'm victim, like I'm blaming the victim for anything, because at the end of the day, she's a victim. But I just don't get, I mean, I because I know now, I'm looking like maybe she, because like she said, because of his influence, and all of that in the music industry. um I don't know. It didn't state if she was an artist and trying to get on with Murder Inc. or whatever the case may be. And just like a whole lot of things with Diddy, she thought that Irv Gotti was going to do something with her career or do something for her career. So maybe that's why she decided to keep going back with him. But it's only gonna take one time, y'all, for somebody to disrespect me, or especially now with the things that I've been through, in life. It's gonna take, like, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. If I have to be living paycheck to paycheck or whatever, I've been taking care of myself this long. I don't care who you are and what your position is, what your financial status is, or whatever. If you invite me out on a date, and if I'm not feeling it, and especially if there are things that's going on that I'm not feeling, I'm not, it's gonna be like, once I get home, I'm blocking you. Like, lose my number. Don't even call. Like, we can't even be cool. Like, that was too much. Too much what you did. So if you're not feeling that in the first place, why would you go back? Why would you go back is what I do not understand. Now, I'm not saying that I don't believe that he did what she said that he did. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, why would you go back? That's the part that I don't get. Why would you go back? Why would you go back? So y'all, I'm not gonna read this. I don't think that I need to read it. Okay, we see from the caption. I just read the story of what's going on, and we see from the caption right here on TMZ that he's planning a countersuit and all of that. So, but it's just crazy to me, y'all. It's just crazy, because just like I said, I don't want to sound like I'm victim shaming, but at the same time, I just don't understand why somebody would go back. That's kind of like the thing with R. Kelly, when they did that Surviving R. Kelly documentary. A whole lot of, I'm not gonna say a whole lot of them, but a few of these people that were, a few of these women in this documentary were grown women who were coming and going as they saw fit. Like, you would go see him, and you will be able to leave and go home, but you went back to see him. And now here you are sitting on a documentary talking about what he did to you. And I don't, I just, I feel bad for what happened to them. But if you're able to if you're able to leave a situation, like actually leave a situation, leave him and go home, why would you go back? That's one thing I don't get, y'all. That's one thing I do not get. That's one thing, and I said that when I watched that Surviving R. Kelly documentary. That's one thing I totally did not understand. If you're able to leave the abuser, why would you go back to the abuse? You know what I'm saying, y'all? I don't know. Maybe it's something I'm missing, or maybe it's I'm looking at this wrong. But I don't know, as a grown woman who can leave and go home, why would you go back to the abuse? Especially now, y'all, I'm gonna say, just like I said, love is something. Because if I was young, or I ain't even gonna say if I was young, I'm gonna say if I was in my 20s, then somebody, But if I'm a grown woman, if I'm an adult, I'm not going to keep returning back to the abuse. I'm not going to keep turning. I'm not going to keep doing that. I just can't see. I mean, I just can't. I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand it. Y'all don't have kids together. You don't have anything in your life that y'all share that would warrant you needing to be in this person's presence. Like, I just don't get it. Just like I said, maybe because I'm grown, but I don't know. Some of that don't even work for a whole lot of people, because some of those ones with the R. Kelly thing, some of them women were grown. And in a lot of these situations, a whole lot of these people are grown. But I don't know, y'all. But just like the thing with Diddy and the rest of these powerful people, y'all, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they go to jail, or if it's swept under the rug, or if the person, the if the woman, if she's actually just trying to extort and out for money. I guess we'll see what happens with this. But y'all, I just wanted to put my 2 cents into for a couple of things, because the fact that I'm not surprised, although, like I said, I didn't hear too much about Irv Gotti as far as wrongdoings in his career. Like I said, that Ashanti thing was cringe as hell. But outside of that, any type of wrongdoings, or whatever. But like I said, y'all, we'll see. We'll see. But y'all, I don't understand these. I don't understand these women. I don't understand. And then a lot of this stuff, I can see how it could hurt their case, because I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong, and I might be. I don't know. I might be offending some people who actually, um, I don't know, who actually been in these type of relationships that they kept going back to. But I mean, should you be mad at yourself for keep going back to a relationship that's, you're being all of this type of stuff going on, that you're not comfortable with in the beginning, but you keep going back and, allowing it to happen. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But anywho, just like I said, y'all, we'll see. We'll see what happens with all of this. But thank y'all for watching my video. I'm out.